Hi and welcome to Mind Generation X, the channel where we turn complex ideas into simple, useful lessons for everyday life. Today we'll dive into one of the clearest and most powerful books ever written about economics, Economics in One Lesson by Henry Hazlitt. If you think economics is only for professors or bankers, get ready to change your mind. Understanding economics is crucial for all of us, every single day. Ready? Let's jump right in. Economics in One Lesson. Henry Hazlitt, Complete Narrative Summary. The core lesson. See the whole picture, not just one part. Hazlitt states that the biggest mistake in economics is focusing only on the immediate effects of a policy on a small group, while ignoring the long-term consequences for everyone. Anyone who truly understands economics must learn to see the effects on all groups, today and tomorrow. In other words, it's not enough to see the benefit today for a few. We must also see the cost tomorrow for everyone. Many economic mistakes happen because people only look at the main scene, ignoring what's happening behind the curtain. The broken window fallacy, Hazlitt uses a famous example. A boy breaks a shop window. People say, well, the glazier will get paid. It's good for the economy. But this is a mistake. The shopkeeper now has to spend money fixing something instead of buying something new. The community loses an opportunity for real progress. Breaking things doesn't create wealth, it destroys it. Real-life application. Whenever you hear someone say that disasters or wars boost the economy, remember destruction does not create value, it wastes it. Subsidies and their hidden costs. When governments subsidize certain industries, it seems helpful. Workers keep their jobs. Companies stay open. But Hazlitt asks, where does that money come from? Who really pays? In reality, taxes that fund subsidies take resources away from more productive sectors. The overall economy slows down. Example, if the government gives millions to coal industries, that money isn't going to modern technologies like renewable energy or education. The danger of price controls. When the government sets price ceilings on rent, food, or other goods, it intends to help consumers. But often, the real result is the opposite. If prices are too low, producers have no incentive to produce more. This leads to shortages, rationing, and lower quality. Real-life application, excessive rent control leads to a shortage of housing. Price controls on food lead to empty supermarket shelves. The effects of minimum wages. The idea of a minimum wage sounds great, ensuring a fair income for everyone. But Hazlitt shows the other side. Setting wages too high causes businesses to hire fewer workers. Companies automate more or relocate. Example, if the minimum wage is higher than the value a beginner worker can create, that worker simply won't be hired. The result? Higher youth unemployment. The illusion of government spending. When the state spends heavily on public works, roads, bridges, infrastructure, it seems like a boost for the economy. And indeed, construction workers and contractors benefit. But Hazlitt explains that we must also see what would have happened with that money if it hadn't been taxed. Citizens would have invested or spent it elsewhere. It could have financed businesses, innovation, personal growth. Conclusion. No new wealth is created. It's simply redirected, often less efficiently. Taxes destroy wealth. They don't create it. Every time the government taxes people, it removes money from individuals who could have used it better. High taxes discourage work, saving, and investment. Real-life application. An entrepreneur who keeps less profit will hire fewer employees, invest less, and grow the economy slower. Profits are good, not evil. Many people think of profits as something greedy or unfair. Hazlitt flips this idea. Profits are proof that a company is serving consumers well. A business that makes a profit offers something people want. A business that doesn't profit will naturally disappear, and that's a healthy process. Example, Amazon, Apple, and Google grew massively because they provided products and services people truly wanted. Machines don't destroy jobs. When new technology arrives, people often fear it will eliminate jobs. But Hazlitt shows, machines free human labor from repetitive, hard tasks. They create new opportunities in other sectors. Everyday example. The invention of computers didn't eliminate jobs. It created millions of new ones that never existed before. Protectionism hurts everyone. Putting tariffs or barriers to protect national industries sounds positive. But in reality, consumers pay higher prices. Competition weakens. Innovation slows down. Real-life application. If we pay double for low-quality products just to protect them, we all end up poorer. True prosperity comes from freedom. According to Hazlitt, real economic growth doesn't come from government control or intervention. It comes from freedom to trade, freedom to innovate, freedom to compete. The economy is like a garden. It thrives best when it's not strangled. Personal reflection. This book teaches us to think beyond appearances. In daily life, we often face economic decisions without even realizing it. Spending money, choosing a job, investing time or resources. Understanding economics helps us become more aware, less easily manipulated, and more free. And in a world full of slogans and false promises, seeing the second consequence can mean the difference between success and failure. If this summary helped you see economics in a new light, hit the like button and subscribe to Mind Generation X. Share this video with someone who might find it useful and leave a comment below. Do you believe the government should intervene more or less in the economy? See you next time for another journey into personal growth and critical thinking.